You got to her so hard that she sees the face of Christ and repents in your bedroom as you cover her with your sperm. Let's be quite honest. Most of you guys in the chat are pretty terrible at sex, okay? Most of you guys probably not laying down the thunder dick like you should, okay? Gentlemen, the quickest way to get a woman addicted to you, when you the ever-loving Jesus Christ out of these women, they will stalk you. They will cook for you. They will kill their firstborn child for you, gentlemen. All right? Women do have loyalty, but a big part of the loyalty is being able to, A, showcase that you're a man that is worthy to be loyal to, and B, the ever-loving God out of her, okay? You gotta her so hard that she sees the face of Christ and repents in your bedroom as you cover her with your sperm. Most men don't understand this, okay? Eddie Murphy talks about this in his comedy called Raw, right? He talks about this saying that, when you're having sex with a woman and she makes that ooh sound, he's like, oh, I got this motherfucker now. Because let me tell you something, guys. As rare as it is for a woman to get an alpha male, it's even rarer for a woman to get a man that knows how to properly dick her down. Okay? Gentlemen, you gotta hit her with the PhD every single time. PhD, gentlemen, pipe her down. You gotta pipe her down. You gotta blow her mother brains out sexually. And you can't do this if you're busting your nuts in 2 minutes. Number one way to last longer during sex, okay? This is the most efficient way, okay? There is a technique called edging, all right? And with 2 months of practice, with edging techniques done, you can last extremely long. You see, the thing is, when you're fucking a woman, all right, you want to take her to her biological and physical limits, all right? You want to fuck her until literally when you'll know that she is properly had a good orgasm is after sex. 2 things happen. As soon as the sex is done, she's kind of shaking. Like she's like shuddering because she's like, oh my God, this motherfucker short-circuited my brains, and he is the ever-loving Christ out of me. Who is this man, and why do I have a desire to make him a sandwich, okay? I'm telling you, you pipe these down, the sandwiches will flow. The obedience will flow. They will do anything for you. This woman, you could literally stab this woman, and she will bail you out of prison. How do I know? I've seen it happen on the news. I've seen it happen tons and tons of places. Am I telling you stab these? Absolutely not. It's a metaphor. Christ in Bethlehem. Do I really need to make these kind of explanations? I hope not. Anyways. But she's shaking when you're done having sex with her. She's physically like shuddering, and she's laying there like, oh my God, what the happened to me? Number 2, after you dick her down, okay, they usually go to sleep. They usually fall asleep. And they literally, because you just the out of them and they go to bed. Now, when we talk about edging, okay, we're talking about edging technique. What is edging? Edging is strategic masturbation, okay? Now, what it is this. When you're, let's say this is your penis, right? And you're ejaculating. So you're jerking off. As you guys all know, we all have dicks here, right? As you feel the pressure of the semen coming to the top, right? When it gets to like right here, You let go and you mentally calm down and you just think like, okay, let go, let go, let go, and let this go back down, right? And then you'll feel it go back down, and then you get back to it and you start jerking off again. You bring it up, you bring it up, bring it up, and you let it down, okay? This is an exercise in self-control. This is an exercise in self-discipline, and this is an exercise that will absolutely help you elongate the time that you are able to last in bed. Number 2, this is during the heat of the moment of sex, okay? So, gentlemen, sometimes we're having sex, right? And we are having a good old time, and then all of a sudden our DNA betrays us. Our penis gets so excited, and what do? We're like, oh my God, I've only been having sex with this girl for, 1 minute, 2 minute, whatever. I'm like, oh my God, I am about to bust my nut. What in the actual is going on? So we've actually got, here is a diagram of, obviously this is a penis, right? So the glands is where the most sensitive part of the penis is usually this under part right here. This is like when a girl's giving you a blowjob, if she hits that area, plus with proper stroking of the shaft here, it would be a proper blowjob. Most women are terrible at giving blowjobs, but that's a whole other episode. But when you're having sex, your penis fills with blood. The more blood that goes into the head, which is the glands of the penis, right? If this right here gets a lot of blood, you're very excited. What's going to happen is it's going to become ultra sensitive. And especially if you're uncircumcised, because if you're uncircumcised, you have a foreskin that covers the glands of the penis, right? Probably covers it up to here. And this makes your penis even more sensitive, right? Because when you're circumcised, what it is, the quality of sex, if you're a guy that's circumcised, I got bad news for you. The quality of sex is not as good as a guy who is uncircumcised. I am uncircumcised, and I am so happy because I have enjoyed the highest quality of sex available on the market. When you circumcise a child, first of all, I believe it's a barbaric act. Second of all, the penis becomes extremely desensitized because the glands of the penis is constantly brushing up against your underwear, your jeans, or whatever, and it desensitizes it, right? This leads to overall lack of a sexual pleasure feeling. Now, the thing is, during sex, this part of your penis, obviously the entire penis fills with blood. The penis also fills, the glands of the penis fills up with blood, right? And during sex, if you feel like you're about to ejaculate, what you can do is you can actually take your thumb and your index finger, or you can take all 5 of your fingers, right? And you squeeze the top of the penis, which is the glands right here. This entire, the head, if you will, right? You grab this head with all your fingers and you squeeze it, right? You will feel the blood rush back into this area of the penis right here. And this right here will give, it'll make the shaft, and it'll make this part of your penis a lot harder because blood flow and circulation is like, one of the greatest advocates and helpers of an erect penis, right? The better your blood flow is, the more circulation, the more you're exercising. This is why I'm a huge advocate of exercising. You're going to have a rock hard dick, and that's just going to make the sex better for you and for her. So you take the head of the penis here and you squeeze the tip. This will cause the blood to flow back into the shaft, and it will buy you some time. Typically, I notice when I do this, it can buy me about 2 to 3 more minutes, right? Now, number three is this is correlating to when you know you're going to have sex, right? So let's say you're going to have sex and then you realize that, hey, maybe it's been maybe it's been, maybe a little bit of a dry streak. Like, oh my God, it's been 2 weeks since I've had sex. Or maybe you're on a super long dry streak. Some of you guys haven't had sex in years. Some of you guys haven't had 6 months, right? And like, okay, this is my one shot at glory, and I can't f this up. You want to, if you know you're going to have sex, let's say you're going on a date and you just know that you're going to get lucky and you know that it's going to happen, but you're a little worried about your performance. This is the third and only time that I advocate masturbation. And that is to strategically masturbate before the date. That's right. If you know you're going to go have sex with a girl and you know that your nut is not to be trusted, right? Cat Williams talks about that, says, don't trust the first nut. That one can't be trusted. You know what I mean? He talks about that. And you definitely want to make sure that you're strategically masturbating. Okay, so you want to, if you know you're going to go on a date with a girl at like 7 p.m., and you know you'll probably be naked with her. If you're a seasoned player, you can time this, right? So let's say you're going on a date 7 p.m., you know you're going to be naked by 9:30. Have yourself a nice wank at 6 o'clock. It will help clear your head. It will help you be less needy on the date. I have done this before, and sometimes I've just canceled the date. I'm like, I bust my nut. I'm like, I really don't want to see her anyways. And I just cancel on her, and then she's like, oh my God, but I really wanted to see you. Blah, blah. Then, then sometimes it turns into them like saying, well, I'll just come to your house, and like, we'll just hang out there. And then I'm like, okay, well, cool. Then I don't have to spend time. I don't have to spend money. She's coming straight to my house, so I know she's going to bang, right? So, yeah, Big Goog says it right there. Post-nut clarity is real. It's so fucking real. Oh, my God. There's so many girls I've fucking had sex with, and I'd be like, oh, my God, what did I do that for? I got to get the hell out of here. Ay vey, it's so true. But, yeah, that's a big thing right there. Strategically masturbating right before the interaction occurs, okay? That is a best practice right there. So, in a recap,